everyone, and welcome to another live stream. My name's Emily, and I'm here doing some work on my painting here, which is some books on a shelf with some plants. And I'm doing this while I'm setting up my kind of live streaming that I hope to go really establish a good routine from maybe September, beginning of September. It's definitely through October, because I'm hoping obviously to tap into the kind of student market, particularly the distance learning student market, for the institution that I work at as an academic. So you can see here, and I've just noticed I tested everything. Let me put my mic to one side while I make some adjustments. This may work live or not. So my mic actually is, I was hoping to test a different camera on stream, because through this process that I'm undertaking at the moment, what I'm aiming to do is to, let me find this, here we go. Let's see if this will work. There we go, we've got the names of the tracks displaying now. So what I've really been doing is practicing in August for a more regular live stream that's going to be occurring, as I mentioned, definitely from October, but certainly through the middle to the latter end of September, if not every day from earlier on. I've got to be a little bit careful because I don't want to burn out. The last 2 years I've been running a kind of the daily study group on a different platform, and what tends to happen is September and October get very busy, and by the end of October I need to take a few days off. But then I find the engagement really drops off after that. So I kind of need to pace myself through September so that, you know, I can carry on going, hopefully without a break, through October and into November, etc. And see if, and obviously I'm working on a different platform now with the live streaming rather than the other platform necessarily that I was using. So I'm hoping I'm kind of going to trial and see if the live stream works and takes off. I'll have to see whether it's successful and whether people want to come along to this. But what I'm doing through August is doing a lot of setting up, essentially, of things, and I've spent a lot of time over the last couple of days working on some things. So you may notice now that my backdrop has changed a little bit, just here, and you're not getting a full view of the backdrop, but you can see some elements of it. You can get a little peek. There's a pumpkin here. There's some beautiful ceramic mushrooms, fungi, I guess, just there. And you might be able to see, I don't know whether you can see with the lighting, there's a little owl, or a little wooden owl just up here. And I've got these autumn leaves as well. So where I left off with the last live stream, I said that I was going to go along to this shop that I knew had the most stunning autumnal display and items for sale. But so I did do that. I did go along to that shop. Unfortunately, they didn't have the autumnal range out just yet in a big way. So they had some autumnal things tucked away in the corner, and it was really, the autumnal things were really themed as nature themed. So I got the fungi, they were $4.50 each, and I got this beautiful owl that I'll perhaps show you another time. And I thought he could be a little mascot for the stream. I thought that was perhaps an appropriate mascot for the stream. So I got a few things, and then what I did is actually raid the house for some autumnal decor, and I found various things that look great in this little corner. So if anyone's seen my YouTube videos on my other channel, that's my @EmilyChambers channel, you know that I used to make study with me's that were very, very elaborate with the whole desk covered in items. Well, I'm kind of trying to scale that back in the setting that I'm in just now. Because although it was beautiful, it was very busy, and it got to a point where sitting and working with that desk backdrop every day, it was kind of exhausting because it was so much, it was so elaborate. And so this past year, I relocated all of those items on my desk to a different location, but then wasn't really able to kind of stream or make videos from that location. And I was just about to go back to that location. It was actually an outbuilding in the garden, a log cabin. And unfortunately, the log cabin is, much to my surprise, has gone rotten. It's really quite shocking because it's not actually that old. I still think of it as fairly new. So it is 7 years old, but it's kind of really thick logs. So it's not like a kind of flimsy garden, you know, like a garden shed you might buy from a like B&Q or something like that. It's nothing like that construction. It's really sturdy, and went along and could see a hole in some wood by some electrics, which wasn't great, and then went along and tested some of the other planks, and they were all going rotten. So I spent a lot of time this summer with help from family members renovating a different room completely to then house some of the things that I'd moved into the cabin. And I actually reduced my collection quite substantially of items and just tried to keep the really good stuff. And I knew that going forward, I didn't want a really oppressive, elaborate setup, even though it did look stunning. It did look stunning. It looked fabulous on camera. But with AI, I think the market has kind of gone out of those study with me videos because people just generate AI generated backdrops that are, far more kind of immersive than I could have created myself. It was quite expensive as well, because sometimes I'd get an idea for a theme, but then I'd have to buy some things off Amazon to realise that theme. For example, once I bought some film for the window to make it look like a stained glass window, and things like that. There were lots of things that I used to buy to kind of realise these themes. So there was a cost associated with it as well. So I'm trying to reimagine it for this stream, and I think this will look really nice in the background. It's just a corner of my desk and a bookcase that's next to my desk. So it's not actually taking up a lot of real estate on my desk at all. But nevertheless, it is quite immersive. And when the camera is looking the other way, the camera will be pointing in a different direction. So the viewer will be looking directly at the backdrop. So that's what I've been doing for one day. I went to this shop. I could have streamed in the afternoon that day, but I got back fairly late and then decided to start setting it up. And oh my gosh, it just took ages. Everything is taking ages this year. So the following day, again, thinking about live streaming, and then I did some painting, but not work on this, not that kind of painting. So in the conservatory, where I've now housed a lot of my items, a lot of my historic items that I used to have on my desk, they're now all on shelves, on bookcases. And I'm hoping to have a second desk down there in that room. So I had a big table that I'd bought for the cabin, which never really got used in the cabin, even though it was set up down there and I had a backdrop on it. I never really shot any content down there because by the time I came to do that, I realised that there was a major structural problem with the cabin. So this desk has been cut down and is now in this corner of this conservatory, and I'm hoping to set up a quite a different backdrop on that desk, So I've got two possibilities. One thing I'm noticing is in the winter time, I just feel like it would be really, really nice to get a little bit more light. So I used to have the desk that I'm sitting at now in a different, well, there used to be two desks actually in like an L shape. And one of the L shape bits of desk was looking directly out onto a window. So at some points it was really bright, but you did get a lot of light. And that desk has now gone from this room. And so this desk is facing this paneling and it's tucked away really nicely and neatly. But, you know, when it's dark in the winter, I feel it would be nice to have a little bit more light. I am next to a big window, but even still, when the light is low. So I'm thinking this other desk will be perhaps nice in the winter. The conservatory is heated; it's got a solid roof on, so it's not that it's it's equipped for winter. And I'm thinking of setting up a little different backdrop. So what I was doing in that room is behind the desk, we've installed some paneling just to make good the wall, and that's looking quite nice. And so yesterday I spent pretty much most of the day, certainly in the afternoon and evening, painting this paneling several times so that it was ready to have this desk fixed into the wall. So that's done now. That's a big job over and done with, but that explains why I've not live streamed over the last couple of days. I have been kind of working on the live stream, but just doing different things. Another thing that I've been kind of working on is the dual live stream. As I mentioned, I want to multi-stream so that the live stream's available on Twitch and on YouTube as well. So I've been setting up a whole load of things in Twitch so that I can do that, mainly in my kind of intermediate software that I use to set up the layout that you can see, the bookcase there, the timer and things like that. So I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes on that and just trying to figure out all of the technicalities. I've still got a ton more work to do on that before I can go live simultaneously on Twitch and on YouTube. But that's what I've kind of been working on fairly late in one evening. I stayed up fairly late trying to figure that out. I was hoping to stream with a different camera today just to do some more technical testing. But unfortunately, pretty close to when I was about to go live, I realised that the camera I'm using is really quite a good camera, and it has an integrated mic, but it also has a little lapel mic, which is what you can see. I've just attached it to this little I've forgotten what these are called. The tripod, little tripod here. But it's this. Sometimes you can attach this to your to your t-shirt and use it like that instead. I'm using this as a mic, like a microphone that you'd hold to your mouth. And I realised that was connected into the camera. So to get that into the computer independently would have been, I don't know how I'd do that. I maybe need to use a different mic. So yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to test out with the inferior camera just to see. I'm just testing the load on my computer and just kind of seeing what works best technically right now. So I've probably filled like more than the equivalent of the break just by chatting to start off with. But I thought I'd give a little bit of an update as to what's been going on, even though I've not been on stream. You know what, I would never, I'd kind of feel really nervous about going live on YouTube just chatting. And yet it turns out that when you do start chatting, you've got plenty to say sometimes. So you can see my little iPad here in the background. I'm just watching the stream as I go back just to see how things are coming back on the as they are live. So that's what you can see just there. I've switched things around today. One of the really dangerous things for me when I'm doing this paint by numbers is the location of my water pot for cleaning the brushes and the location of my coffee. And normally they're fairly close to each other, and there is a kind of a big risk that I dunk my paintbrush in the coffee. I've not done it yet, but every time I reach over to wash my paintbrush, I'm a little bit worried about that happening. So that's been fun. They are on opposite sides, but I think I might need to, the camera's in a slightly different place today, and the painting, you might notice, is a little bit set back, tipped back. So I may need to relocate the water to a more dangerous position in just a position with my coffee. Anyway, I'm going to make a start just now. I will need to just put this mic in shot, which is a little bit ugly for you to kind of see there. Unfortunately, yeah, there's still so many things to think about with regards to the technical things. So I needed to put my mic down so I could type into the chat. So I'm about to start the timer. I've not reset the timer, so it looks like it's queued up for 25 minutes and then 5 minutes. And I have actually got myself a little device that will help me keep track of the time as well. Which I've just reached for. I'll maybe show you that in the break. I'm going to start the timer now, and so you'll hear some music for 25 minutes and you'll see me working on my painting, and then in the 5-minute break when that occurs, I'll come back on mic and we'll chat again. So I hope you enjoyed that little update so far. I've got a few more things to update you on in the break as well, so do stick around and we can chat more then. So without further ado, I'm gonna hit start on the timer, and hopefully this will appear soon in the chat. Yep, I can see it on, there we go. Okay, I will mute my mic and then I will speak to you all in 25 minutes. So there we go, there's the first 25 minutes over with. I wonder how you got on with whatever you were working on. Yeah, I've been working a little haphazardly across this canvas, and then it occurred to me that I might actually put my hand into something that I've just painted. It has to be said that there are various colours on this canvas. A lot of them are really rich, which are fun to paint. The white bits are less fun to paint for a couple of reasons. Partly because the light coloured paints, you can see the numbers through them if you just give them one coat. So you have to try and layer up the paint, which can be a little bit annoying. But also, obviously, it's more fun to paint these lovely rich colours than it is just a white. So I'm really wanting to paint this big area here, but it's just white. So it's going to be a real pain to paint. One of the other things that I have in the background here, and I wonder if I can switch this on, it will make a beep, so I'll try and keep it away from the mic while I switch it on, because it's going to be kind of annoying. So I got a little Pomodoro timer, and as you can see, it has a visual counter. It has a visual counter there. You can see it counting down. It also has, as you can see, a little circle that counts down. If you switch it over, it turns to a different timer. So one of the reasons why I've got this, I'll switch it off now so it doesn't beep incessantly. I don't know what the alarm is. That little beeping sounds fairly unpleasant. So I'm guessing the alarm at the end of the countdown is pretty unpleasant also. So one of the things I'm thinking is, because no matter how much I turn up the sound in the software, sounds fine on YouTube when you're playing it back, or if you know, as the viewer, but I can hardly hear the end of the Pomodoro, alarm going off. Even when I turn the music that I'm listening to, which is the same as the music on stream, right down, I don't know why it doesn't come through very well in the software that I'm using, but it does thankfully it does on YouTube. Whether that will be different when I've just got ASMR sounds in the background. So for example, if I've got rain, or maybe a thunderstorm, maybe not a thunderstorm, but rain or crackling fire, then, and that's what I kind of expect to have for most of the Pomodoros when students are actually in the stream trying to study. And yeah, maybe it will be more, you'll be able to hear it, or I'll be able to hear it better then. But my fear is that I'll just be, working away on something and not be aware that the timer is switched over. So I've got my own timer in the background. The only trouble with this is that I need to switch it on before I switch the mic off. And as you can hear, it has a little beep. So because I need to switch the timer on so it finishes just before the kind of the 25 minutes, so I need to start it before I start the actual timer. So that's the only difficulty with it. What else was I going to say? I was thinking while I was painting of other updates. One thing I would actually like to do a technical test at the end of the live stream to see if something works, because that will unlock some really exciting ideas. So feel free, if you're here, to stick around till the end, and we can test some things out, and then I can tell you how I'm hoping to use what my kind of plans are with that. But I mentioned ASMR backgrounds. So what I'm envisaging is in September, kind of October time, there won't always be music on stream. Maybe if I run some extra live streams, I'd maybe at the weekend or in the evenings, I'd put music on. But for the kind of the main slot, which is 1 until 3 BST or GMT, I'd think I would have like crackling fire or rain or something like that, bird song. So if you have any ideas about what kind of ASMR you'd like to hear, then do let me know in the comments or in the chat of the live stream, and I need to make those files. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. So the time has just clicked over. Not that I heard the alarm of that sound. You will have probably heard it, but I didn't. I just was watching it count down. So I am going to switch off my mic again, and we can make another start on our tasks, and then I will see you all in 25 minutes. Bye for now. there we go, everyone. Another timer alarm that I did not hear. But I think you will have done as the viewer, so that's the important thing. But it is the prompt for me to come on mic. So if I can't hear it, it's 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 interesting. But I got this area kind of moved along, which is good, because it's nice to see something come together, and I think now I've filled in the majority of the little squares, so that's been moved things on for me. And I think in this live stream we have had a few people popping in and out, which is fantastic. Hopefully, I don't know how the impressions work on live streams. I certainly looked at the impressions for the videos of the live stream, and they were pretty depressing. New YouTube channel is pretty depressing. I think at the moment, if you're a small creator, and you know, I've got much more traction on my other channel because I've been posting there for a lot longer, and for a reasonable time I was posting under a more favourable algorithm, and even on that channel now the impressions are pretty depressing. I think on some of the live streams here on the videos, I could see the impressions for the videos, and it was something like 18 impressions. So it had been served up as a possibility. 18 people had seen that you know, it existed as a possibility, and I do think that it served it up to me a number of times. So it was serving me at my own live stream, and I was probably quite a few of those 18s because I'm subscribed on my other channel to this channel. So it's great to see that some people have found it and come on in, and it might actually be my existing subscribers, because I'm so lucky to have got 55 subscribers on this channel already, which I didn't really pay attention to this channel for a long while. I created it because the handle was available and I knew I might want to use it. And then I think sometime last year I did tell people on my other channel that I might post study skills content and study with me over here. I think this will now just be study with me, and then I might co-publish the study skills videos on both channels, but primarily on my main channel. So that's some thoughts. One thing I have been thinking about as well is, so I've been looking around and I've seen someone else who's live streaming on YouTube, and I was looking at their thumbnail earlier on today because it had changed, and it was just interesting to look at somebody else's thumbnail for this kind of live stream on YouTube. And one of the things that it did say, it got all the productivity words on, and one of it was like, you know, get 1% better every day or something like that. And it is amazing how they seem very cliche sometimes, you know, the marketing around study with me, productivity, that kind of thing. But it is amazing. Just thinking about starting up this channel and starting up these live streams, I think sometimes you've got to look back and see how far you've come. A little bit like, you know, when I step away from this canvas and then look at it later on with fresh eyes, I'll be like, oh, that bit's all completed now. And yeah, when I think about it, I don't know, is it over a week now that I've been live streaming? But now I don't think about, you know, I don't think about it at all. I just go live. You know, I run through my checklist of technical things that I need to check, but I just go live. But a week ago, even pressing the button to set up the live streaming was such a huge thing for me and somewhat nerve-wracking. So I think, you know, that's kind of real progress. One of the things that I want to do at the end of this stream, and it's going to switch me over onto a layout where I don't have a mic currently, so I'll explain it first. So one of the things that I want to do, it just suddenly occurred to me, so I wanted to test out a different camera, but actually I've noticed, so I was having a lot of technical problems in terms of, you know, the quality of the live stream, in terms of missed frames, dropped frames, things like that. and the frames per second, and just some of the technical aspects of the live stream. And I've noticed now, I'm just looking, that nothing's an issue. It's really settled down. So that is such good news. That's huge progress in itself. But one of the things that I do want to do, so I've mentioned about live streaming on Twitch at the same time as running these live streams on YouTube. And I don't know how this will work. I've got to just see, and this is one of the things I want to just test right now. I'm wanting to think about the experience on Twitch and YouTube. So there are certain rules about this that might impact things, but you know, it might, I don't know, it just might give me an opportunity to offer a different experience on two platforms. So you can see where I've put timer start there. That's something I still need to figure out, because that should be the inverse colours, because theoretically I'm a moderator and for some reason it's not bringing me up in the correct colours. But anyway, that's the chat for the live stream, which obviously it's only me at the moment. But one of the things I was thinking about is maybe YouTube, the experience could be a little bit different, in that it might be possible for the live stream chat not to be then reproduced on the video, and also it possibly I might not be able to display it on screen, because I think Twitch doesn't allow you to display YouTube chat on stream, which would mean that people who are perhaps more seasoned live stream attenders are more confident about and more relaxed about having their chat recorded on a video, could be over in Twitch. But then people who want to chat during the stream and then their chat disappear could possibly be on YouTube, and that the need for that difference might allow me to offer a more private experience for people who only want to be there in the moment and then don't want their chat to appear anywhere. So that's one thing that the kind of the technicalities and the rules might restrict. But what I've also got is over on Twitch, where there is a library. So at the moment, between the timer and the camera, so this is the camera, there is just a panel bookcase, and I've already got this software in Twitch that allows people to track what their tasks are. So for example, today I might have put in a number of tasks like paint a book, paint a leaf, and things like that, and I could theoretically cross them off as I completed them. You wouldn't want to do that for a paint by number, but you can imagine if you're wanting to type, you know, responses to 5 emails, and then you might want to switch tasks and plan for a class or plan for a presentation, and do things like that. Gather some pictures to put in your presentation slides. You can list all those things and then tick them off as you're going along. Now that would only work in Twitch, but it would also display on the YouTube live stream as well, because of the way I'm going to stream, or the way I think I need to stream because of my computer kind of restrictions. So what I want to do just now, and this is one of those situations where it's kind of 5%, or not 5%, 1% better every day. I want to test something out. So I'm going to go onto a layout that will look exactly the same as this to you. The timer will probably stop, and then I will go into my Twitch chat and I will try and start the timer. And I might also try and put a task on the task list. So hopefully on YouTube, we will see these things. Now this, you might be sitting on YouTube thinking, I only have YouTube. This is kind of a bit boring, but it does open some exciting opportunities, because theoretically, if this works, then what I'm able to do is to introduce some features on YouTube that are more difficult to attain on YouTube than they are on Twitch. So I'm looking at buying a loyalty card for the stream, and this will prove to me whether it will work on both platforms simultaneously. So I'm going to go quiet for just a minute and you will hear the music, and I'm going to type something, so you might see some things appear in the chat. You'll see a different timer appear, and I'll try and start it, and then I'll try and put a task in the task list, and we'll see what happens. So I will be back in about a minute or so once I've just done this, but apologies for the minute silence while I'm just testing this out. So there we go. That's really interesting. I'm really glad that I tested that out, because it has proved to me that that works. And so the timer, I can have something. So what I will do when I'm multi-stream, I think the way I'm going to do it will put a watermark on the screen, but I'm going to have the multi-stream run in the cloud off my computer, because my computer, the graphics are kind of maxed out while the stream's running just now. But I was also wondering what would appear on Twitch, and whether some of the apps that I'm trying to purchase, like the timer, for example, and the loyalty card system, these are coded for both YouTube and Twitch, but I didn't know if the way I was streaming it, if I was streaming it by duplicating something, whether that would still work. And I think that will work, because we're on YouTube now and I'm running this via YouTube, but I've gone on to things that I've set up in Twitch, and I was typing in my Twitch chat and it did work. So that's really fun, because it opens up a lot of possibilities, and it also gives me a chance to make the YouTube experience a little bit more exciting, because there are so many features in Twitch, because it was primarily developed as a live streaming platform, whereas obviously YouTube is somewhat different in that it was primarily developed for long form videos. But because it's a gaming platform as well, Twitch, that does have a big co-working community, the whole platform essentially has features that allow you to gamify things. So you can check in each day and get little rewards, if depending on how many live streams you kind of watch and things like that. And each creator does different things with those, so it's really quite fun. But if I buy these external coded widgets, I can put them in and also replicate some of those things in YouTube. One of the things I want to make sure is that it's not too busy on screen when things are when the study, the Pomodoro is running. So I will probably not have a lot of audible things going on then. But maybe, if someone wanted to stamp their loyalty card, they could do that and it would just appear in the corner somewhere. I think too many audible things would be quite distracting, but I think it would certainly be fun for people to come in and stamp a loyalty card, and it would encourage people, to come along each day. And there's so many of these widgets that you can buy. The possibility's endless. So we're kind of getting to the end of this long break. I wasn't intending to time it like this, but I've just been chatting and testing things. So I'm really glad I managed to test that, because that's just meant that this stream, I've tried something different, and I think that's a really good way of of learning, even just checking in each day to test things out. I'm able to test things each day. Look, it's automatically gone into another focus we've got. It's sent us. Now, I'll try something else as well, actually, just as I'm saying goodbye. Because if I put into this chat timer pause, it should stop the timer. I think this timer I'm quite pleased with, and I think if it works in Twitch as well as it works here, then it was a new coder on Etsy, that a new seller that created this timer, and they've got no reviews. So I think I will test it out when I'm multi-streaming, and assuming everything works well, I think I'll leave them a review, because that would have a really big impact on their shop. Because no one else has left a review, and I'm really happy with the look of it. It's not as sophisticated as some timers I know, but I think the look for me was more important. As long as it stopped and started and I could, kind of run things in the way I needed to, that was fine. It didn't need to have all the whiz-bang features. So that's that. Anyway, I think I'll wrap things up here. I've talked a lot today. This is because I've not been on stream for 2 days, so I had a lot to catch up on. I'm just trying to think, I think I will aim to come on maybe tomorrow, just to keep testing things, I think. Just to keep testing and seeing how things work. One thing was interesting, actually, if you noticed, when I typed in the Twitch chat, it displayed my message in the correct colours, whereas for some reason there must be a glitch on the YouTube side, that it's not showing me in the right colours in the chat. That's something for me to maybe figure out. Anyway, I will look into these widgets, especially now I know the work, and I will also be looking. I think the next big step for me is to get the multi-streaming working. One of the things, look, didn't I say, look at me chatting. I said I was going to go 5 minutes ago and I didn't go. One of the things I'd been wondering about advertising on my other YouTube channel, the fact that I was running so many of these live streams over here in case people wanted to use them. I know some students are still studying. However, I think I've held off, because I think I just need to test out. The next potential disaster is multi-streaming. So I think maybe if I get the multi-streaming all set up and then trial it, and then I think I'll post something in the community of my other YouTube channel. I'll put the socials in the chat. I think I have to figure out also which camera and whether I want to use these mics. Annoyingly, I've just seen this mic that I've had an eye on, a condenser mic that just plugs straight into your computer. It's come on a real offer. I've never seen it this cheap. I'm thinking, oh my goodness me. It's so tempting. But yeah, I've got to make sure that I need it first, and it will depend what camera I'm using as to whether I need it. Anyway, there's my socials for my other YouTube channel if you want to check that out. Thank you to anyone who's come along, and thank you to anyone who has stuck around and listened to me ramble on at the end and stuck through my technical testing. You are seeing the 1% growth each day, the more videos I put up on this channel. So yeah, I think it's proving the concept, isn't it, of logging each day and trying to make progress with something. I hope you all have a lovely kind of afternoon, evening, maybe it's morning time where you are. I hope you have a nice day, and I will see you very soon, possibly tomorrow. I'll post in my community tab shortly before I'm going to go live. So bye for now, everyone, and thanks for coming along.